against you, including Jake the Snake Roberts, the Barbarian, the model Rick Martel, the Berserker, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Nasty Boy Sags, Repo Man, Sergeant Slaughter, alleged real-world champion Ric Flair, Hercules, Colonel Mustafa, the Macho Man Randy Savage, Skinner, the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith, the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase, Haku, Shawn Michaels, the Warlord, El Matador, Sid Justice, IRS, Nikolai Volkov, the Texas Tornado, Virgil, the Undertaker, the Big Boss Man, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Superfly Snooker, and the immortal Hulk Hogan. It's time to rumble! It's time for the Royal Rumble!
Alright, creatures of the night, welcome to episode 124 of Talking Taker, our encyclopedic exploration thinking of the career of the greatest professional wrestling character of autism. My name is Alex Dorio, and I want to thank you for joining us for yet another round of Dead Man Talking, and I am joined, as always, by my tag team partner, my wrestling buddy, the 60-minute man himself, Mr. Travis Wright. And Travis, are you ready, sir? We're about to count down a new year, a new decade here in real life. Are you ready to start counting down for this Royal Rumble match?
Oh, I absolutely am. I'm excited to ring in the new year with a classic here, classic Royal Rumble, possibly the greatest, arguably the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. So, man, have you seen the poster for this Royal Rumble? It looks awesome.
It's classic, dude. That is...
Dude, it looks like a video game or like a G.I. Joe like cover, like comic book cover or something. It's awesome.
I'd love to have that framed up on my wall next to my December to Dismember poster. I think it'd go right there well alongside of it.
It would. Thank you guys for joining us last week for December to Dismember. It was a fun little nostalgia ride for us, and what a goof fest, and what a great storytelling, great times we had there. So.
It was great to relive it. Obviously, terrible to rewatch it, but great to relive the memories. And we do appreciate all the good feedback we got from you guys. We'll read some of that off towards the end of the episode, but a lot of love from you guys. Enjoyed our stories of being there at the show. And that was a bit of a detour for us. This one is going to be a slight detour as well. You know, we are rolling through The Undertaker's career all the way to the last ride, but if you've been with us through the early days, you'll remember our initial game plan for the podcast, where we do one pay-per-view match of The Undertaker's career every week. We weren't going to cover some of these Royal Rumble matches because we didn't quite know how to analyze them, since Undertaker, you know, he does win one later on that we're going to get to here next week. But these other ones were like, maybe there's not so much to talk about there, so we skipped over them initially. And then I think we did the 97 Royal Rumble just as an experiment, as a watch-along episode where we watched the whole Royal Rumble, did commentary on it, and we had such fun doing that we've done that for every Royal Rumble since then. And then we decided, well, we want to be completists, so we're going to go back and hit those early Rumbles that Taker was in that we didn't do in the early episodes of the show. So we did the 91 Royal Rumble a few weeks ago and rewatched that one. And now we're going to go back, as Travis said, to maybe, I would say without question, the greatest Royal Rumble of all time. One of the most legendary matches of all time. Royal Rumble 1992. Chronologically, this should have been the... if Royal Rumble 91 was in there, then this would have been the 6th episode of our podcast. It would have come after this Tuesday in Texas, back in the early days. So this would technically be The Undertaker's 6th ever pay-per-view matchup. You and I, Travis, would have both been 5 years old at the time. Were you watching this one when you were 5 years old?
Nope. not even close. I wasn't watching this, so I wasn't. I'd probably seen some. Well, I know I'd seen like NWA and WCW stuff, but I did not. And I'd seen The Undertaker just flipping through, but I had to go back and rewatch this match like later on in life when I picked up on wrestling as being, my first love.
Yeah, I was watching wrestling at this point. I became a fan when I was 5 years old, but, I was 5, so I wasn't... I just enjoyed watching. I wasn't really following the storylines or anything. I just liked seeing Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior and Texas Tornado. I loved him. I think I said that previously. But so I didn't really understand when the pay-per-views were, or what the Royal Rumble was. But so I didn't watch this one live. I did rent it on video when I was, 6 years old. I think 6. I remember watching it specifically, and honestly, I don't have the numbers to back this up, but this is probably in my top 5 matches that I've seen more than any other match in my entire life.
Yeah.
I have rewatched this one so many times. It's been on lots of DVDs, and it's just, it's the best Royal Rumble. Royal Rumbles are some of the most fun matches to go back and rewatch, in my opinion. Even before the WWE Network, I just loved putting an old Royal Rumble on a VHS and rewatching that to go to sleep to. And this one, this and probably, like the WrestleMania 10 ladder match and Mr. Perfect Bret Hart from SummerSlam 91, which is one of my favorite matches. Those are like my top 3 or 4 matches that I've seen more than anything in my life. So I'm excited to talk about this one.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I haven't seen it in so long. I know who wins. I know the story of the match, but I don't remember when people come in and stuff like that. So I'm excited to be surprised. I didn't read the spoilers and see who all comes in when. And I haven't seen it as many times as you have. I've probably only seen this match 4 times. This will probably be the 5th time I watched it. So I'm looking forward to it. Being surprised again by some of this stuff.
Well, we will. I've got some stories to tell about some of the times that I've watched this match, and we'll try to set the context of it as we go along during the match. I know we're in a bit of a time crunch tonight as we're recording this one with the holiday season and everything going on. So we're just going to go ahead and get started with it. We'll set the stage as we go along and tell some personal stories as we do it. As always, we're going to give you the timestamp here, and then we invite you to watch it along with us. But hopefully we will keep it entertaining for you, even if you're not watching along, even if you're just driving along to your Christmas party or driving back home, or since it's coming up after Christmas, so...
Yeah, you're late. If you're driving to Christmas party, you're late. You missed it.
New Year's Eve festivities, whatever you want to do.
New Year's Eve party. Yeah. If you're getting to the New Year's Eve party real early, you listen to this.
So we've got the timestamp. We will go ahead and do it just like we have done it before. Why don't you tell them what the timestamp is, Travis?
Oh, it's going to be 1 hour, 26 minutes, and 48 seconds. So if you're using, an app that has the little bookmarks at the bottom, if you just click on, I think it says Royal Rumble match for WWE Championship, and the screenshot of that is The Undertaker and Hacksaw Duggan. So that's pretty cool. Spoiler alert, they're going to interact. So, yeah, if you click, it's the next to last chapter there, if you're going to click on it. But we'll count down in just a minute here, and we'll have it going. And this is, just to set it up while you get ready, this is from, this is Team 2 from the Arena in Albany, New York. So, man, I don't even know if that arena probably doesn't exist anymore.
I have no idea.
Knickerbocker Arena.
The old Knickerbocker.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you give us since this is our pre-New Year's episode, Travis, why don't you give us a New Year's Eve countdown and a Royal Rumble style countdown? Why don't you start from 10 and tell us when to hit play here, all right?
All right. I'll go from 10 down to 1, then we'll say play, and we'll push it on play. All right? In the spirit of New Year's 2020 coming up, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play.
So there we are, taking a look at the old Knickerbocker out there.
Diedrich Knickerbocker. Oh man, there he is. Look at these guys.
He looks like a Diedrich Knickerbocker.
Miss Perfect, Royal Fumble. I like those. Look at old Diedrich Knickerbocker in his chrome dome there. This is the Fink. Telling us all about the rules of the match, I assume.
This guy could only have the career he has in the world of professional wrestling. I mean, come on.
He's got a face for radio and a voice for Chainsmokers. He can read you like stories really late at night on the radio.
I would listen to it, man.
Just any stories.
God bless the
Magic.
Fink.
How about War of the Worlds as read by
Howard Finkel.
Instead of Orson Welles.
Do you think whoever wrote Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, was a big wrestling fan, and that's why they named him Ray Finkel?
Finkel, I know him. Finkel, I think so. Absolutely. There he is, president of the WWF.
President Tunney. Great tie, tiny tie. That's a
sticking out of his
100% a
clip
on
World
right
War
there.
II body. He's got bloody knuckles from punching somebody backstage.
Pinky ring.
Worth about 50. Bling bling.
Oh, we're already starting off good here.
He's got a WWF pendant on his lapel. Look at that.
I hope you get me that for Christmas, Travis.
Oh, well, you would know by now. This is already airing.
Well, let's give
and
a little...
the crowd's on their seats.
Well, Jack Tunney's talking. What do you expect?
Oh, that's true.
Let's give a little backstory real quick here. This is... Obviously, Undertaker plays a pretty big part in the storyline of this match, whether or not he ends up winning it or factoring into the finish at all. But there's the whole drama at Survivor Series 1991 where Undertaker won his first world championship, defeating Hulk Hogan. But Ric Flair interfered, and so that necessitated the This Tuesday in Texas pay-per-view, where we had the rematch, but that was a screwy finish as well when Hulk Hogan reclaimed the title. So then the title was held up for 2 months until we got to the Royal Rumble, and so this is the first time ever the Royal Rumble is going to be held where the WWF Championship is on the line here. So 30 guys competing for the WWF Championship, a huge storyline at the time, and The Undertaker, again, just barely a year and a half into the WWE, not even a year and a half into the WWE, and he's a major factor in the storyline as we see British Bulldog drawing number one here.
And, there's only been 2 Royal Rumbles that's been for the title, and the second one, actually, the title was defended during it. So this one's the first and only of its kind up to this date. Look at that Sherry Martel shirt that guy had. He had the same haircut as her.
Airbrushed Sherry Martel shirt. I would give anything to have that in my closet right now.
I think I got it from, the pier at Myrtle Beach.
One of a kind. That guy brought a picture of Sherry Martel to some guy at the Knickerbocker Mall and asked him to airbrush.
Oh, DiBiase going right at it.
I mean, what better way to start off a Rumble right here? These two guys.
Oh, yeah, I know. But it is cool. You're kind of feeding us the storyline of what's going on. So this Rumble, I mean, literally any of these 30 have a chance to become WWF champion. We make fun of sometimes you see guys come in there. It's like they get a chance to go to WrestleMania, the main event. Well, in this one, you can kind of let that go because anyone can become the champion during this match, which is pretty cool, I think.
It's a great selling point. It really amps up the drama here. These are two guys. Man, you could argue that these are two of the guys you could say who never held the WWF Championship. Two of the most deserving guys who never ended up holding that title. Ted DiBiase's name, he always comes up like best wrestlers to never hold the WWF Championship. Yeah. I think British Bulldog's right up there next to him, man.
I think them, Piper, and Razor. I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah,
and Perfect,
Jake the Snake, and
Jake. Yeah,
most of those guys are in this match here tonight.
Yeah. Look at him. Dude, $1 Million Man is just getting it. He's just going at it right now.
And, dude, he's near the end of his career right here. He's got a year left in his career. That's one of those funny things, man, growing up, watching wrestling, being the age we were when this was going on, as DiBiase, first man eliminated here. I just thought he was the $1 Million Man. I didn't realize he'd been around for 20 years, like Mid-South wrestling. This was the end of his career. I thought this was all he ever did up until honestly 5 or 6 years ago. I had no idea all those guys in Mid-South and everything.
Oh yeah, Well, it's funny because Vince made such a big poo-poo face about WCW stealing all his talent in the '90s. All he did was take guys from Verne Gagne and Mid-South and just make them bigger stars in WWF. That's all Hogan was.
I mean, it's basically what Ring of Honor is right now.
Look at that.
Guys go through Ring of Honor or TNA even, and then WWE gets them towards the end and makes them household names. And
here's Ric Flair with his number 3 and the butterfly cloak he's got on, jacket, and flanked by Mr. Perfect in just a Cool Runnings like outfit.
Which jacket is better?
I don't know. I can tell you which one costs more. I don't know which one was better.
Very famous robe for Ric Flair. A lot of people say that's one of his best robes, and I got to agree with that. I don't know if that's one of the ones that Conrad Thompson has, but that's a great robe.
And speaking of being at the end of the career, you'd have thought this guy's at the end of his career, but he's not.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's got
this is 92.
20 years left.
Yeah. So this is what, 27 years ago?
27 years ago.
He's 43 years old right here. He's 43.
Wow.
Man. It's crazy, man.
And of course, of course, the commentary going on during this match, that's the other classic story of this match. Everyone talks about this as maybe one of the greatest announcing jobs of all time with Bobby Heenan and Gorilla Monsoon. They actually included it on Bobby Heenan's DVD, this match on his DVD, because his announcing is so great on there. So we are not at all saying we're doing a better job than their commentary. We're just doing an alternate commentary here to give our perspective on it. But if you've never watched this match before with the actual commentary, come on. Do yourself a favor, listen to that before you listen to us, because it's incredible.
Watch it twice tonight, yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a little kid in the front row in LOD spikes, man. I love that.
I always wanted those. I always saw them in the catalog.
That's so good.
And I always wanted them.
Ric Flair begging off like a true heel. Bulldog about to throw him out. Oh, no. I wish they put that old school timer up on like the new Rumbles.
It's nasty time.
It's time to get nasty. Oh, man.
Never has there been a more appropriate name for a tag team than the Nasty Boys, describing these two guys.
Yeah. And, dude, he still looks like that, so he's just fatter. Like, his hair's still cut like that. He's kept the gimmick. Like, so it probably wasn't a gimmick. That's just what
they were.
He probably still wears those spandex pants. Yeah.
Probably still wears that
not
shirt.
Even that wrestling outfit.
Those boots, elbow pads.
Oh, Knobs is just hanging out his house, ready to go. Somebody call him, book him for a show. The dirtiest player in the game and the Nasty Boy teaming up on the British Bulldog. It's like garbage in there.
Man, whose hair do you like the most in the ring right now?
Teeth, the lack thereof. Holy cow. Whose hair is the best?
Yeah, these three guys.
Oh, that's a tough question. Because, right now he's not looking good.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Nasty with the athletic maneuver there to save himself. Oh, Bulldog got ups, dude.
Bulldog got the hops, kicking Nasty Boy out, so it's back to Bulldog and Flair. I love how Flair has his fingers taped. It's always one of my favorite little things. A guy in the audience is giving the old chin flip off to British Bulldog. That was weird. Guy in the front row loves Ric Flair with the turtleneck underneath.
I think that's
his
Dave Meltzer.
I think.
Pretty sure.
It's Dave Meltzer. All right, picture in picture. Who's coming out?
Ooh, the Monster Ming. Or, excuse me, Haku.
King Haku. Is he king yet? No.
God bless you.
Just Haku. Excuse me. Those pants. Love those pants.
Dude, and this is...
Whose hair's best now?
Man. It's got to be Bulldog, dude. I love Dreadlock Bulldog. My favorite look for him. I think we talked about that in the last Rumble. This was Haku's last WWF pay-per-view until he came back in 2001 for that weird run back then.
9 years in the
9
Royal Rumble,
years,
right?
man.
Came back to the Rumble. So, were those whole 9 years, was he in WCW, or did he go somewhere before?
He
know it
didn't
was
show
straight
up
from
in
there.
WCW till like 94, 95. So I don't know what he was doing in between there. If he was doing indies or in Japan or something like that. He was doing whatever the heck he wanted to.
Yeah, probably in Japan, cracking skulls, man. Just killing people. He's over in Japan now with his sons, so.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, I'll tell you.
Dirtiest player in the game. I reckon.
One of the times I watched this pay-per-view was, well, like I said, when I was like 6 years old. I remember renting it and watching it. And I remember my mom came by while I was watching it in the living room. She wasn't paying any attention to it, but she saw Ric Flair. And she said that my hair looks like Ric Flair's because
Ooh.
I still have blonde hair, but it was really, really, really blonde.
It was
when
white.
I was, when I was little. And I remember it made me sad because I didn't like Ric Flair. And I thought, well, crap, I look like Ric Flair. I guess I have to cheer for Ric Flair now. I was like so bummed out because I didn't like him and he won the match. And my mom asked me after it was over, like, why I was so sad. And I said, well, I got to cheer for Ric Flair now because you said I looked like him. And she said, no, it doesn't. You don't have to cheer for him. I said, I don't? I was like, no, it's okay. So that's one of my stories with this match is the sexy boy comes out.
Haku is gone and Shawn Michaels is coming in. Oh, somebody just threw trash at him.
Man, thinking about this is early Shawn Michaels. This is really right after he turned heel, too. And think about the barn burners that him and Ric Flair are going to go on to have as they trade punches here, probably for the first time ever.
Yeah, probably. Because they wouldn't. I mean, I don't think they did much together in WWF this first, Ric Flair's first run. Wow, that super kick missed by a mile, unfortunately.
Not quite sweet chin music yet.
Oh, I could watch Davey Boy and Shawn wrestle all night, though. I can watch any of this combination of these three guys wrestle all night.
Yeah,
I just
Shawn and
love
Davey
these
always
three.
had underrated matches. Oh my god! Oh, I thought he was gone.
Oh, Shawn. Oh, phew. Shawn. Ooh, he's back in. Oh, kicked you in the back of the neck.
Super kick party here. Shawn is wearing Diesel's gloves like 2 years before Diesel ever came to WWE.
Yeah. Well, setting the stage there.
That's it, man.
That kick was almost as bad as those punches from AEW Dynamite recently. I don't know if you've seen those online.
I have seen those.
Oh, man. Those are some working punches right there, man. Good stuff. Shawn. What do you think about Shawn's pants here? Are you a fan of these style that he had?
I never liked these little cow print pant, whatever, zebra print. I always hated those. But I don't know. I guess they're his worst bits. I would say his chaps that he wore in his later run were pretty bad too. But I didn't like these either.
Oh, how about the brown ones he wore when he won the title?
Those are probably the worst ones of all time.
There too. They were brown and he had a little Dutch boy haircut.
Ole!
Oh. Yes, here he comes. The great Khali. Oh, sorry.
Excuse me? Is that racist? I'm not sure.
Well, he looked like him when he was running out. No.
He looked
All right.
like great guy.
Tito.
You need to check your TV settings, sir.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Tito
using dial-up.
Santana.
It's buffering. Tito. It doesn't even match, man. I love it.
Yeah, what
Pink.
is with the pink, the green, and the gold? Who picked that color combo?
It's like when you're making a jobber on like No Mercy or something, you want to make someone look stupid, you do this. And he's got a pink scrunchie in his hair.
He does.
So, look at all the hair in this match. And you know what there hasn't been yet in this match?
What's that?
There's something that hasn't been in this match that you would see in every match nowadays, and that's a beard.
Oh, wow. What a great point.
I take that back. Did DiBiase have a beard?
DiBiase had one, but
I apologize,
still.
but he's a heel. Heels had beards back then. No good guys had beards.
No, they just had mustaches, like the Hulkster.
Yep.
Yeah, man,
Like, for
that's
instance, when Hogan turned heel, he had a beard.
he did have a beard.
NWO.
You're right.
Beard was a heel thing. I'm serious. It really was.
Oh,
It
I
was a
know.
heel thing.
We talk about that all the time off air.
Yeah.
Just how many guys on the roster look the same right now because they have long hair, long beards. And it's
They're
just,
all like, yeah.
I mean, you don't stand out anymore when you
Nope.
look like everybody else. It would
When
would
you-
look cool
when-
if you were the only guy to have that, but Braun
Right.
Strowman, Eric Rowan, the War Machiners, whatever they
Yeah,
are.
Killian Dane, all those guys. they look the
Sanity,
same.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sanity's not a thing
Those-
anymore, but whatever.
I mean, even just regular beards too, like Seth Rollins and AJ Styles. Everybody's got a beard, man.
Luke Harper. Oh, never mind.
Well, he's gone. Here he comes.
Oh, Barbarian got hit with some trash.
There's somebody in the audience
Getting
that
that-
has like a barrel of trash
Getting that Barbarian heat, man.
throwing it at somebody. The same person that hit Shawn Michaels with trash. It's like,
Dude,
oh.
does Barbarian not have the best ring gear in the world right now?
In the ring currently he does, yeah.
God.
Speaking of Viking Raider, look at this guy.
The original.
He's like the villain that the Viking Raiders would fight on like TV. Look at this little skull like
Dude,
belt.
he looks
Awesome.
like a BA right now. I'll tell you something I did not like growing up was the Barbarian, but I kind of like him now. I kind of come around on Barbarian.
I love Faces of Fear in WCW. I love when him and Ming were together. They
kick of
scared me.
fear.
They were like APA before they were APA, but they didn't do all the cool. But like, they were just like, you know, they're gonna come in and just whoop up on some dudes, man. Like does that make sense? Like
Oh.
they're not really personality as APA, but they just they're gonna come in the ring and just squash whoever it was and look like they legit hurt them.
When I see him now, absolutely. When I was 12 watching WCW, I thought they were so boring. I
Oh,
hated
man, I
when
loved
they would
them,
have
man.
a match. But I go back and watch it. I'm like, give me more Ming and Barbarian,
Yeah.
please.
Probably because they were on Dojo Saturday Night a lot, and I've always talked about my affinity for that show, so it was good stuff. Somebody in the members only jacket's leaving, and the mom jeans going up the
How could you
stairs there.
go get a drink during this match, man? Barbarian just came in. It's just getting started.
Well, I guess it's like talking about last week with Elimination Chambers. Like one thing about these types of matches, and they're going to be long. The endings. The winner's not going to happen right now. So there is little, down periods of time like this where the fans aren't going to get too excited and into it. You got to have these false finishes like Sean's doing right now, where he's getting thrown over the top and whatnot. So
And these are all...
got to build the drama that way.
Oh, my boy.
Oh, there's your boy.
The Tornado, Kerry Von Erich. And these are all should be Hall of Famers. Barbarian's not a Hall of Famer yet, but all these guys are eventual Hall of Famers. But no one really, besides Flair so far, you don't feel like anybody's really going to win this quite yet. We haven't got Hogan, we haven't got Macho Man. Bulldog, I don't know if people saw him
Bulldog,
as
I
winning.
think. Maybe. Well, I guess later it's Flair with the flop.
Epic flop.
I guess Bulldog his big moment is later on this year, right? SummerSlam. Oh,
Maybe a more
Sean.
epic flop right there. A double flop ski.
Oh yeah. So Flair's like, I'll do.
It's upstage and Flair.
Sean,
Oh my god.
Sean looks like it's SummerSlam 2005 right here.
Yeah, he does.
Oh man.
Hey, Kerry Von Erich, man, he was another one that I thought he was just in WWE for a couple years as a kid. I didn't realize he was freaking NWA World Champion or over in World Class Championship
World Class
Wrestling.
Championship, yeah.
All that stuff.
All right, if you just look at Von Erich right now from behind, see his face, you could say, "Oh, that's Ultimate Warrior." Just
Yep.
look at his outfit,
And I think that's why I liked him
Texas.
as a kid. The
Yeah.
tassels, dude.
Dude, tassels. Yeah, tassels are always fun when you're a little kid to see. Like this dude has tassels, or guys that had face paint. Obviously we talked about Sting and Warrior and stuff, and the Road Warriors. They just really stood out. I wish somebody would wrestle like a big star with face paint now.
Yeah.
I love when Jeff Hardy used to do that.
It made him stand out. It made him so unique.
Because right now you got like Asuka, and but she just does it kind of a little bit, and then like Luke Gallows, but he's not a big star.
I love
unfortunately,
Gallows
so.
doing it, man. That's great.
Oh, me too. I love the Repo man coming out, sneaking around. He's gonna take something.
Another future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, right there.
Is that Hebner? Yeah. Is that supposed to be a tire track across his back?
Of course it is. Yeah. He got run over trying to repossess somebody's car, I guess.
Yeah, what a gimmicky outfit, man.
Dude.
Like, this guy came out right now in 2019. He'd get booted out of the building just because of the way he looks.
He got like a 1950s mask on his face.
Yeah, like he's like an extra, like a stuntman for the Phantom, like TV show, or like Zorro. He's gonna have like back problems the way he's crouched down. That can't be good for your spina bifida. Lean over like that the whole time you wrestle.
I can't get over Barbarian, man. That guy, his name is the
No
Barbarian. Is that not one of the greatest wrestling names you've ever heard?
Yeah.
You know,
Great.
and it works for him. Like, you believe it. That guy's the friggin' Barbarian. I buy it.
Oh yeah, he eats like uncooked meat straight off the like deer. Like, he kills it and just bites into it. Maybe he doesn't even kill it. He just like bites the deer in the jugular and like puts his like
Puts his skin
on
on his tights.
Yeah, puts his skin on his pants and his antlers on his head.
What is Tito going for over there in the corner? Reverse punches in the corner. What was he thinking?
Reverse
What was that? Tito's lost his mind.
Hey man, don't reinvent the wheel, Tito. Come on, that's something Greg Khali would do. See, I told you.
Yep. Ring's really filling up. We got like 6-7 guys in
we
there
gotta
now.
The Repo Man just delayed reaction on that punch. Here he comes.
Here comes the winner right here, the Hammer, Greg Valentine.
Oh, stop! Hammer time,
Dude.
Oh yeah.
You talk about another future WCW Saturday Night superstar right there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he'd show up like
Rocking the red and yellow.
1999, like on Saturday night. Like, what's this guy doing?
Yeah. He's he's like telling his career right here too. He's always looked his age, man. I just don't get it. How does he always look so old?
And
Flair?
Flop number 2.
Oh, Davey Boy and Hammer working on the game plan here.
Do you remember
taking
when
out Flair?
Greg Valentine wrestled Rob Conway on Sunday Night Heat, like in 2005 or 6?
No.
It's okay if you don't, but it just like showed up on like YouTube recommended videos the other day, and I was like, yeah, I need to watch that for 5 minutes, and I did.
Yeah.
Rob Conway, he like
who
feuded
wins?
with Legends for like a few months.
Yeah, that's true.
I think.
I remember that.
Eugene came out and got Greg Valentine disqualified, and Greg Valentine got mad and beat up Eugene.
Dang it.
Which I would
You
beat
think
up
they have any
Eugene
of those cameraman jumpsuits for sale anywhere, or they still have them in the warehouse? Because I would love one.
They definitely have them for sale. I've seen them on eBay before.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
I would love a cameraman jumpsuit.
All right.
Look at those things.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas next year.
Might
Birthday's
take out a
coming up
second
before then.
mortgage.
Nah,
I'm sure.
not that much. Like $200.
Sean's hanging on by his ankles. Crazy.
The old ankle biter.
Mm-hmm.
The bulldog
Got a figure
biting the
4
ankles.
on the ropes. Dude, how you feel about these ropes right here? Red, white, and blue?
Are you kidding me, man? This hits me right in the nostalgia right there. I prefer
Mm-hmm.
that. Same with that apron. Same with
Oh!
that body right there. Nikolai Volkov.
He's like about to die on the way. He's so happy. Look at him. He looks like he's struggling to walk. Oh, but he hops the top rope when he
Dude.
gets in.
You ripping on Nikolai Volkov. He's getting those high spots in, man.
I'm just saying, like, he looks rough. Like, physically, I respect him. I liked him. I liked his WCW stuff.
He looks like he goes to the Y every morning and swims 100 laps in the pool at 6 a.m. in that outfit right there.
I was saying, he goes to the Y and drops, like, his wife off so she can work out.
No
He
way,
just
man.
goes-
That guy gets
eats
in
at
the
Denny's
pool
and picks her back up.
Come on. After he swims, he goes to Denny's and gets 3 Grand Slams and
The egg
smokes,
whites, chicken, and broccoli.
smokes a whole pack before noon. And then he wrestles.
Repo Man is still in this match. Where did he get those knee pads from?
I don't know,
Yeah,
man. How the
those
heck?
could be on the Barbarian.
How is Volkov in the Hall of Fame and not the Barbarian, dude? Come on.
I don't know.
Oh, Greg V with the figure 4 on Flair.
Ooh, a little twist of fate there. Oh,
no.
Is he out? Or was that the middle rope?
He's out.
Oh, okay.
Hit the showers, Volkov.
Yeah, go take a lap in the pool.
So we've had Volkov, Bulldog, and Kerry Von Erich. I think those are the only three that have passed away so far since since this Rumble took place. Unless I'm forgetting somebody.
Well, Ric Flair just flinched on the chop, and Greg Hammer didn't chop him. Oh well. Repo Man's about to take this move. Oh, lots of chops. And have you noticed a tremendous amount of I'm going to grab this guy behind the back and hold his arms behind him? There's been about 14 of those.
There's been a lot of that.
Here he comes.
I thought you were going to say, have you noticed all the neon colors in the audience? Which is what I was noticing at that moment.
Dude. Boss
House
Man
of
filming
Fire.
House of Fire.
I love
He's
it.
got his shirt buttoned down to the bottom button. Might as well not have a shirt on. The bottom button. Oh, he is just taking people out. Oh, numbers game.
Bossman had a
Taking
great
out
punch,
Shawn.
man.
He does. Great working punch. Oh, uppercut.
Uppercuts Shawn Michaels out of the ring and then catches him before he gets on the
Oh, no, not yet. No. Too soon. Too soon. Oh, man. Repo Man. Golly. Oh,
Get
see
that
ya.
criminal out of here.
Exactly. Perfect storytelling. He can't believe what's happening.
You talk about guys jumping off the screen at you. Big Boss Man is just the king of... I mean, just look at the screen right now. Look at all these guys that just jump off the screen at you. I mean, they all look like stars.
Yeah. They've all got, even if they don't have a good body, they got a good, gimmick or, good personality or something, or they can distinguish them. I did notice that the Hammer was wearing the red and yellow, trying to get a little rub off of Hogan, I think.
I think so.
Maybe if I wear that, they'll cheer me.
Oh,
Bulldog is gone.
Yeah,
Courtesy
after
of
about
Ric Flair.
15 minutes, 20 minutes. He's out of here, man. And there goes Kerry Von Erich.
There he goes.
Texas Tornado.
My little Texas Tornado. Gone.
This would be, I
golly.
believe, his final WWE pay-per-view appearance. Kerry Von Erich's, too. He would...
Boss Man just slapped Barbarian in the face.
He's got death
for a
wish, man.
shoot. Oh! Sean
Sean
and Tito are
out.
gone.
They would go on to have a WrestleMania match later in the
Yeah.
year.
Was that this year, right?
Yeah, later this year. As the mighty Hercules makes his way out slowly. Slowly getting
Hercules! It's always arm day for Hercules. Always arm day. Chest day. Never leg day. What day is it, Hercules? Leg day? Nope. Something up top. Ooh, Barbarian. That's what I want to see. Barbarian and Flair high-fiving. And then he chops him. Flair, dirtiest player in the game, dude. He's
begging off. That's what makes this match so great, man. Ric Flair is just... he's in character the whole time.
Oh, yeah. He's the dirtiest player in the game the whole time. And, man, talk about a missed opportunity at WrestleMania without him and Hogan. I don't care what the stories are about it. Didn't sell well on the house shows. That should have been the main event at WrestleMania. I don't care what anybody says.
I thought you were going to say Flair Barbarian should have been the main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah. The Barflarian.
Bossman nearly hung himself.
Whoop.
Just like
That would
WrestleMania,
happen.
man.
Yeah. That would happen about 7 more years later. Oh, Boss Man. Getting taken out by the dirtiest player. Again, you can see all these guys on the other channel in a couple of years.
Dude, Boss Man's been in the ring for 5 minutes. Looks like he's about to die.
Kick! Golly.
That kick was awesome, though. Spoke too soon, maybe.
He's doing like M. Bison, right? On yourself on the bottom rope. Golly. Ric Flair.
Boss Man just broke his neck.
I'm clapping out loud because Ric Flair just flopped.
If we weren't doing a watch along, I just would have rewatched that 20 times.
I know. I would rewind it to watch that elimination, and then Flair just flopped. That was incredible.
I mean, but talk about timing, talk about this booking, how everything works into place for everybody to go out just in time for Roddy Piper Ric Flair's biggest rival in the WWE at this time, and I mean,
Yeah.
if you paid attention to wrestling, you'd know these guys have been rivals since the NWA days. So
Yeah.
they're using that backstory if you knew, but as a kid, I mean, if you're just watching WWF TV, you know these guys hate each other, and Piper coming in, unloading on Flair. The crowd is loving it. This is, I mean, I don't know if it's Pat Patterson telling the story back then, probably was at this time, but it's just perfectly laid out.
Oh yeah, it is. This is. I'm sure it's Pat Patterson still at this point. He's such a good storyteller. Look at these guys just going at it. It's just, you can sense they're like real.
The
That
history.
there's a story there. Yeah, there's history and there's something going on. Look at Hot Rod, man. He's so awesome.
I mean,
Ooh,
you talk about not needing to have a great body to be a great professional wrestler. Right,
Yeah.
perfect example of it. And he's
Yeah.
not a great technical wrestler either, but one of the greatest legends of all time. That's one of his signature moves. Is a freaking eye poke, man.
yeah. And his finisher is a sleeper, right? I mean,
Yeah,
not even anything fancy. Just sleeper.
and
And he's about to do this
an
too.
airplane spin. Somebody needs to bring this back ASAP.
I want to see Cesaro do that. I want to see Cesaro do the leg spin and then pick the guy up, put him on his back, and do the airplane
Oh
spin.
man, come on,
The opposite way to unwind him.
come on, Cesaro, bring it back.
Oh,
There's
man.
that sleeper you were just talking
There
about.
it is. Man. Yeah, it doesn't get any better than these guys in the ring right now. This is awesome. Oh, Flair's going down. And again, timed very well. You got the next person coming in. I don't know if this is Titan time where they've, really been 90 seconds or whatever or not.
Oh,
Is this
definitely
90
not.
second intervals or 2 minutes?
This would be 2
90.
minutes back in this day. The original time.
Yes.
Oh, I love those tights right there on Jake
Dude,
the
look
Snake,
at
man.
those pants.
Beautiful.
I want an action figure with those pants on.
I want a pair of those pants just to put on myself.
And then
Sweatpants.
Jake. It just says, you have at it, and he sits in the corner.
Three
Like,
of the
this
best
is your
right
game.
here,
Like,
man.
you want him right here. He's like, this is all yours.
He knows his
I love
character, man. And he's a heel. This is the evil Jake the Snake days. And,
Mm-hmm.
he's, of course, going to go on to be The Undertaker's WrestleMania opponent here in a few months, as you hear my dog drinking water in the background here. But
This match has got him thirsty.
we can't pause it. It's a watch along. So you just got to
Right, my
listen to that.
mother-in-law just called me. I had to deny her.
Oh, wow. That's our commitment to you, folks.
Yeah, she'd probably call and say my wife and kids made it home safely. But
What about your
I guess
Aunt Denise, the one who talks?
Carol?
Aunt Carol, excuse me. She called you lately. What's the update?
no, no, I haven't talked to her in a while. Look at that stash, though, man. He's still got that stash right in 2019. I love it. Jake is 65 years old here.
Yeah, unbelievable, man. Actually, completely believable.
He looks. Oh, look at that. Oh, figure four.
Selling
Jake.
that figure four.
Ric Flair holding the top rope for leverage. Rowdy letting them both have it.
Man, I was trying to say Jake would face Undertaker at WrestleMania, and he would be the impetus for Undertaker to turn babyface here in a few weeks when Undertaker saved Miss Elizabeth from Jake the Snake from a sneak attack on, I think it was Saturday night's main event. But, so evil Jake the Snake here in his final few months in his initial WWF run at this time. Taking out Piper and ho!
Blue Tights coming in. This man.
One of my favorites
Oh,
of all
golly.
time. I will
Just-
not allow any trash talk about Jim Duggan. I love this man.
Oh, there's a baby face with a beard. But that's because he's a man's man.
Yes, he is.
It's everybody's grandpa right there.
Winding up on Ric Flair.
Talk about not being a great wrestler, but still getting over and not having to be a great technician. That's the guy right there.
He had so much
know,
energy, so much excitement, so much passion, and all that he was
Yes.
doing. You couldn't help but love this guy.
No, you can. And he's just this little ho. I mean, everybody knows that. People like 40, 45 years old that aren't even fans anymore. You go, ho, you. Like, they know you're talking about Hacksaw. You know what I'm saying? It's just, they know it. It's just, he stands out.
He's a perfect
Blue
first
Tights.
match on the card guy. Because you know he's going to get the crowd amped
Yeah.
up, chanting
Yeah.
and everything, clapping for him. I'm gonna wake him up.
Yep. Absolutely. Or after intermission, if it's like a
Right. Yep.
house show or something. Whoa, man! This ring is just 4 guys that are all 4 of the best, man.
I could watch these 4 guys
Damn, let's up
wrestle
pair of
today
boots.
if they were alive. If Piper was still alive,
Yeah.
I would watch these
No,
4
yeah.
guys have a match right now.
That was a wicked atomic drop. Put a little venom on that one. Did Jake? Goodness.
Flair and Piper trading chops.
And these guys are really hitting each other pretty well.
Oh yeah,
Lay it
they're
in,
not holding
kid.
back.
Ooh, Jake with a punch.
Crowd standing
Again,
up here.
Jake will be back in what, 96, 95, 96?
Yep, 96 there for a little brief run, and then 2005 he'll show up. No, dang it! I'm out.
Your boy.
I'm tapping out, man. I'm done.
That is a people's elbow pad right there. That is huge.
Erwin R. Shyster, the next man out, my least favorite wrestler of all time, as I have said on here many times. Coming out here to ruin the party for the legends in here. Guess which guy's not in the Hall of Fame is this idiot in the red suspenders and ties.
But he still works backstage.
Someone get this guy a hacksaw. Unload on him, man.
Yeah. Can you believe this guy birthed Bray Wyatt?
I
Oh,
cannot.
that's holding the tie.
As he should. Come on.
Holding the tie and punched him in the face. Oh, Gordon Gekko himself.
Gordon
Oh,
Gekko
IRS.
out of my ring.
Look at Mike Adamle.
Sorry, man.
A callback to last week.
I had to do it.
Oh! Dude, Duggan with the old headbutt from slamming the 2 bad guys' heads
Double
to each
noggin
other. That's
knocker.
just a classic move. Oh!
No one does it anymore.
Flair flop. No, nobody does it. Dude, Jake is so tall.
He really is.
He's like
Yeah.
underrated how tall he is, man. Like, he'd I'm getting tongue tied trying to say what I'm trying to say. He would like dwarf most of the main roster nowadays.
Oh my god, yeah. That's what, was watching SmackDown a few weeks ago when Adam Cole took on, who did he face?
Daniel Bryan?
Daniel Bryan. It was like, Adam Cole was shorter than Daniel Bryan. It was like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or Miz and Tommaso Ciampa. I'm like, you don't think a Miz is a tall guy, but he dwarfed Ciampa on that episode.
Yeah. I love all 4 of those guys. I
sure.
love them. But yeah, you're right. If they were in the ring right now with these guys, they would look like babies. So
Who's
crazy.
going to be next?
Who's next? Goldberg. Oh no. There he is.
Huss. Jimmy Superfly Snuka with the long tights, man. Rare
Superfly.
appearance of the long tights on Snuka. Another
Really,
former Undertaker opponent.
Mm-hmm. He must have had something in his nose there because he kept picking at it on the way down. He does not want Ric Flair to be attacked. Oh, and yeah, he does. He wants to attack Flair himself.
I'll give you one guess as to what was in Jimmy Snuka's nose.
Pepsi? Or
No, the other brand. Dr. Pepper, of course, is what we're talking about.
oh, Flair's just flopping all over the place.
He's having a blast, man.
Oh man, this is like if 10 years from now I won the Royal Rumble.
Can you
43.
imagine? Can you imagine wrestling for 60 minutes
in 10 years?
in 10 years? I can't imagine doing it right now.
Right.
I'm
Oh,
having
man.
trouble watching wrestling for 60 minutes. My back's hurting.
My stamina is dying just watching this match. I'm getting I need a breather, need an asthma inhaler.
You think this was a rib on Flair? They had to go out there and wrestle this match? for 60
Absolutely.
minutes?
Vince had to get it. And he's like, okay, I get it now. Give him the title at the end.
Roddy Piper's trying to get it out of Flair's nose. Yanking that
He's the wrong
schnoz
guy.
around.
Go to Tito. Go to Tito.
Snuka.
I mean, probably Tito too.
Probably every guy in there. Let's be honest.
What is up with that lump on Ric Flair's back? I've always wondered what that is.
Yep, I never have known. I always just assumed it was something from the plane crash, some disc or something that never went back into the right place.
It's like the thing that Punk sued the doctor or the doctor sued Punk for
It does look like that. Oh, son, here we go.
Oh, here he is. Oh, yeah. Look at that lightweight Paul Bearer bringing out the Undertaker.
Now, of course, a few months ago, when we did the 91 Royal Rumble, Taker was still with Brother Love, but now this would be his first Royal Rumble appearance with Paul Bearer leading the way out to the ring. I don't think Paul Bearer sticks around. I don't think the managers stay out here during this Royal Rumble, but here comes
Look, the crowd, man. A lot of those guys are on their feet just because Taker's coming out, you know. And at this point, he's a former world champion. Climbing underneath, getting in the ring. Ooh, nobody wants a piece of him.
See ya later, Snuka. Man, great callback to WrestleMania match.
Yeah. Goozling Flair. Flair is selling that goozle like nobody does. Look at that.
Look at the presence, man. He is standing out amongst all of these legends and IRS.
Yeah.
Like you said, he's a former world champion at this point, so you got to take this guy seriously. He has got to be one of the most serious threats to win this thing because he was the last champ before Hogan a few weeks ago.
Oh, he's still a heel at this point, though.
Yeah,
like
a little Flair move right there. Oh, no, he's working with IRS? Come on.
Oh, that's bad.
Dead man. Death and taxes right there. What are Piper and Roberts just goofing off in there?
I don't know what they're doing.
Poking each other in the eyes. Undertaker with IRS up at the top.
On the middle rope. Oh, I wish he chokeslammed him over the top rope to the outside.
Oh, double
Goozlin,
choke
Hacksaw, and Flair.
Duggan and Flair? Can he get them both up? Oh, my God.
Oh!
That guy just... he just snorted some of Snooka's supply. Running out there, man.
Snorting with Snooka. He's coming out. Look at that outfit. Holy cow. Oh, man.
I think
these guys...
Oh, Snake just jumped out of the ring to avoid Savage. Obviously, they've had a giant feud going on for the past few months here.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Man,
this is good stuff. Just all these storylines come into play in this match. It's great.
Yeah, that's what also makes it so great. Do you prefer Savage in these sort of tights with the shirt and pants, or like original Savage with just trunks, or WCW Savage? What's your preferred look?
Well, the one that I, as a kid, watched him more of live would be the WCW version. But I like to think of the shorts, like the regular small tights. The ones, particularly the little, was it? Oh, he needs to eliminate himself. He goes over the top rope.
Because he cares about is Jake the Snake.
Yep. I like the little tights. The ones that, after he died, Punk wore them. Punk wore something just like his, with the little stars on the back.
Undertaker's trying to save his buddy Jake the Snake right now and attacking Randy Savage. Man, what could have been a feud between those two guys. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Savage and Undertaker.
That'd been great.
Come on. I know I'm in the minority here, but this is like my preferred Randy Savage look with this run of WWF because that's what I grew up on. That was like my initial look of Randy Savage, and I love the colors and how he's just like they're all so crazy and mismatched and all that sort of stuff. So I know everyone says the original just short tights Savage, but I actually prefer this.
Yeah. I think, like I said, if I would pick out of a lineup, my favorite probably being the shorts just because of nostalgia purposes. But like I said, the one I grew up knowing would be like NWO Savage, honestly. He's more in my wheelhouse as far as when I was watching. So,
oh man, eyes rolling back as he's trying to peel Randy Savage's skin off his face right here. Golly, dude. And Duggan going to work on the dead man, laying him in thick. But Undertaker not selling it, man. He's not getting up for it.
Nope.
Oh my God!
Look at that face. Face
only a mother could love it.
Exactly.
Please get IRS out of it. No, God dang.
Please get him out of here.
What are you doing? I love the old laying on top of the
taking Duggan
turnbuckle
out.
in the Royal Rumble. Always a good strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Take a little breather up there.
How is there so much time left in this match?
I don't know, Piper with the Walls of Jericho in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wish he would break the legs down. He's on his leg.
You know, you asked me if I could believe he was Bray Wyatt's father. No, but I could definitely believe IRS is Bo Dallas's father. I don't have any problem believing that.
That's it. That
makes complete sense to me.
Done. There he is, right there, Mr. Viking Raider himself.
Dude, if the Berserker came out and started managing the Viking Raiders, I would start watching WWE again. I'd be back in, baby.
Oh man, it's he's something. He's definitely ahead of the time.
He is ahead of the curve, dude. He looks like he could be in WWE current day.
He could. He'd fit right in.
Another guy with a short-lived Undertaker feud. Never hit pay-per-view, but it was on TV for a few weeks, and tried to stab Undertaker with his sword and cut right through the ring. Pretty iconic imagery there. A lot of people remember that, and it's on those Superstars episodes. It's on the WWE Network if you want to go find that scene right there. It's Undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
Golly, man.
The presence, man.
There's a reason why he used to terrify kids watching TV.
Oh, yeah. Terrifying me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just watching it. Ooh, man.
And he looks like a legend out there, but this is actually the beginning of his career. Like so many of these other guys we've said, you know, this was the tail end for them. This is a guy who fits right in, but he's just, you know, not quite a rookie, but not far from it.
Right. Rookie as far as time in WWE, for sure, you know. But look at him. He's goozling Piper and Flair at the same time. But yeah, it's just crazy how just initially, we talked about this, you know, episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just how he just seemed like a legend from go. You know, it's just crazy. How do you do that? Nobody else can do that.
Right. And it's so simple and basic, but again, just the power that he has, it just jumps off to you. We could be saying these same things about this guy right here, Virgil, coming in. Another guy who is just killing it in 2019.
On AEW with all this
AEW superstar, Soul Train Jones.
What's your favorite gimmick of Virgil?
I gotta say Curly Bill in the West Texas Rednecks.
Oh, man.
Or Vincent, man. I loved me some Vincent.
Oh, yeah.
Black and white NWO.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Dude, so that's what I think of when I think of him.
You think of Vincent?
NWO Vincent. Yeah.
Man, I think of Virgil. Without question.
Oh, I mean, once I went back and watched all this stuff, look at that. Terrible.
Dirtiest player in the game. Yep.
But
Undertaker,
Flair, who he helped win the title a few months ago.
Man, Undertaker didn't let go of Virgil that whole time.
Nope. That was great.
Man, and this just image of Undertaker choking guys in the corner just blows my mind, man.
Yeah, it's crazy how now he's trying to throw Flair over the top rope. Look at that. Oh, no, is he going to make it? I don't know. Lots of hair. I know Duggan just held onto Flair's foot to try to hold him in. Berserker. Are those sheepskin? Lambskin? Alpaca? What kind of boots do you think he has?
I guess it's the inverse of barbarians.
Oh, okay.
They must have shot to the same place. I went on the same hunting trip or something. I don't know.
I want to see WWE Network special of the Berserker and Barbarian go shopping.
Oh my god.
That'd be great.
And out next is Sheiky Baby.
Oh, make you humble. He's going to Bushwhackers.
Wait, it's the Bushwhackers? Yeah, wait a second. Stealing their gimmick, man. Dude, what is going on?
No. Gimmick infringement.
Oh, man. Past his expiration date, too. Yikes.
Oh, yeah. Those boots, though, man. I love that Xavier Woods still rocks those boots today. Like, I mean, right now, currently he's out with Achilles heel tear, but when he's in the ring, I love that Xavier stops that. Or wears those, excuse me. Why did I say stop that?
Yeah, Xavier Woods, huge Iron Sheik fan. We all know.
Yeah. I'd love to see him on Up, Down, Down. Iron Sheik.
I never understood it. No.
A Twitch channel.
Oh, please.
Twitch channel.
God, please, man.
Oh, man.
I break the Marlio's back. Make him humble.
Make him humble.
I never understood the purpose of the curved boots, though, as we refresh with the Knickerbocker Arena shot.
Just giving you a nice view.
No one needs to see.
Sitting down.
No one needs to see what's going on in the ring at this moment.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Undertaker just
look, he's just
having
stalking
a glance.
Roddy Piper. Yeah. Ooh. Macho Man. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Macho Man and Undertaker.
Man, they could have killed
fantastic.
it. It's a shame that we never got to see that. The Job Squad kind of filled up the ring here with General Adnan, Iron Sheik, and Virgil, and Berserker as we go to 3, 2, 1.
Oh, who's coming out there? Pinky.
Mr. Pink.
Damien Sandow.
The model Rick Martel.
Rick Martel. Love that guy.
Oh, we have talked on here a few times about how underrated he was back in the day.
You know what this Royal Rumble reminds me a lot of as far as the people in it?
What's that?
Royal Rumble 91. See, a lot of the same
guys.
Yeah.
Thought you were going to say WCW Saturday Night 1998. Also a lot of the same guys. Vincent, Michael, VK Wall Street, Rick Martel, Roddy Piper,
Duggan.
Yeah.
Pretty much everybody.
Flair sometimes. Barbarian was there. He was John Nord, WCW for a little while. He wore those same boots.
Oh man, the Berserker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, John Nord. I forgot about that.
Oh, Sheiky baby. Get hit in the showers.
Oh, there's Taker giving it to Macho Man. Oh, again, really wish we could have seen that play out.
I love
because what Macho Man is.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Nope. It's all you.
Macho Man did he leave in 93 or 94?
Would have been the end of 94. Yep. Yeah, so we could have definitely got an Undertaker match.
Because he he quit wrestling like in 93, didn't he? And then he was a commentator for during Raw and everything.
He was like
and then
94 had a couple matches in 94. But yeah,
he was there by the end. But he was in WCW by the end of '94, right? Because Hogan came in like June or July.
He jumped pretty much straight over.
Yeah. Look at Virgil's pants, man. How do you feel about those tassels?
You see, it's not enough tassel for me.
Right. No, I agree.
I want all the tassels or no tassels. So like, Texas Tornado boots or no tassels at all. As we see, Undertaker and IRS more double teaming, man. As
and here comes
Hulkamania running wild.
Look at that crowd, man. You can tell who the star is here. You know what I'm saying?
See that Hulk Rules sign in the back?
Oh, yeah.
Made on a refrigerator box or something like that.
Hogan wrestling in a shirt at this point.
I never liked that shirt. I'm more the classic Hulk Rules shirt. I never cared for that one.
And there's Hogan the heel we talked about
Raking the eyes.
Before. How he's actually a heel. He's the most babyface heel there is. And we're going to see more of that toward the end of this match.
He just spit his gum out there as Undertaker
He did. What if Perfect was out there and he swatted it?
Oh, from
that'd have been awesome. He jumps up
the floor.
He swats it.
Dude, look at this triumvirate. Berserker, IRS, and Undertaker, man. Could have set the world on fire back then.
Island of Misfit Toys. Hogan, Duggan got in the way. Hogan just took out the Undertaker.
Just like that, man. But perfect 10 landing, as always.
Perfect 10 landing. And again, there's a story there because of the, back in Tuesday in Texas and Survivor Series and all that. So this crowd is erupting for Hulkamania right now.
Oh, man, he just tore the shirt off. It's business time, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Got the Berserker out, got the Undertaker out there, and really a great run. I mean, Undertaker had a great run in '91, really star-making performance there, and again looking strong in this one.
Yeah.
Duggan and Virgil.
Well, did you see Hogan choke Martel and then throw him across the ring with his
Yes.
shirt? I mean, another heel move. What just happened to Duggan and Virgil? They just goof?
They just goof tripped on out of there, man. Ready to hit Applebee's after this.
They hit the ball.
That's what I'm. Yeah. God, that was a layup. I missed
There
it.
he is. Skinner.
Oh, the Skinner.
What's on his belly? Dip spit?
Absolutely, man. He missed the bucket.
Golly.
He's got a big boss man shirt too. Bottom button.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that for Halloween next year.
I'm thinking about doing that for work tomorrow. That's my new style.
Look at the IRS. I got this shirt about his neck.
Hogan scarf. What is happening, man? This match is
Hogan
off
beat
the
a heel again.
rails.
Just tossed him with it.
Why is Savage
I feel-
still in there? Didn't he jump over the top rope onto Jake the
Yeah,
Snake?
that's a goof. Yeah, he came back in,
Oh,
but
man.
he should have been eliminated. I think doesn't Heenan point that out when he first did it? I think
He
he
must
does.
have. Somebody's pointing out
Look,
Skinner's khakis tucked into his boots.
I was just about to ask you how you feel about that. Oh, he missed a belt loop. He missed a belt loop.
That's not
He's got-
surprising. It's probably in character.
I think he's got the seven belt loops, and he missed one of them.
I mean,
That's
he,
really-
he goes down the swamps, dude. He can't have leaches or snakes going in his
Mm-mm.
boots. So he's got to tuck the khakis
That's
in.
exactly why he tucks it.
Absolutely, dude.
Leeches in his boot. Look
Those
at Martel.
khakis are crystal clean, though. They're
Except
fresh.
the
man.
crotch where it's got dip spit on it. Right on the zipper.
Yeah, I don't know what that move Martel just did was. The shake and bake over there.
It's like he got electrocuted in like a cartoon. He's like, yeah. Hogan Flair, maybe. WrestleMania main event
There
anywhere.
it was. Getting the
Skinner
preview.
just
How did
took
Hogan get his
back
shirt
one.
back on him? Where did that go from?
I think IRS gave it to him.
Just hand it. This
coming out
belongs
now.
to you.
Ooh, and Sarge.
The Sarge right
Still
here.
a good guy.
He was back to being a good guy at this point. Yeah. Had a
Yeah.
heel run in '91, and now he's fighting to get his country back here. And just another former world champion, another legend, just in a ring full
Yeah.
of them, man. This is stacked lineup.
There goes a legend right there.
Skinner.
How you feel about heel Sergeant Slaughter?
I didn't care for it, man. Like,
Yeah.
I got nothing against Sergeant Slaughter, but he was just a bit past his prime there to be holding the world title, in my opinion, and it was such cheap heat. Yeah, I never.
The easiest form of heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I never really cared for it. But I mean, I love the Sarge. I respect the heck out of him.
Oh, yeah. Some fun stuff we talked about here was him and Shawn Michaels and DX and all that
Oh,
stuff.
my
Remember
God.
back in '97? That was
Yeah.
fun stuff.
The commish.
Look, man, I was never a fan of his red elbow pads. I wish they were red, white, and blue. Like, they're just red, though.
True. Kind of like
And
El
Macho
Matador's pinky, pink boots and wristbands.
Yeah. Oh, Martel, man, that guy's a stud, man. I'll always have a fond space for him.
Absolutely. He
Love
belongs
that
in the
guy.
Hall of Fame. Unlike IRS, who's just still in this match somehow.
Everybody in the ring is alive, right? Except Piper. No,
Yeah.
and Macho Man. Sorry,
Savage,
yeah, too many
yeah.
dead.
Yep. Always the case
Yeah.
with these older shows.
Yeah. Oh man, look at that star-studded event there in the. Yeah, 6 seconds. See who's coming in next. Crowd's on their feet. It's getting toward the end here. It's got to be getting toward the end. Like, I don't know. We're not keeping up with numbers here, but
Yeah.
oh,
think
that's
there's
it.
only-
There's number 30.
Yep.
Dude,
Psycho
look at those
Sid.
pants.
Sid Justice at this time. Look at that hair.
Look at that. Don't break your leg, kid.
Oh no. God, he looks like $1,000,000 though, man.
He does.
You
doesn't
kidding
he?
me?
Fresh off the softball field.
Fresh off the sauce, I think.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
And
dude, look at those pants. I
get
forgot he
him
wore this
out of
electric
there.
blue outfit.
yeah, I like that.
I love it. It's fantastic.
Another guy I will say long overdue for the Hall of Fame. Definitely
Oh,
belongs
yeah.
in there, in my opinion. I think he's. A lot of people
Probably cancel
may
on
not
him.
say that. Oh, it is softball season, man.
It is spring, yeah. The Hall of Fame.
Terrible
Well, this
punches.
year they're
though.
gonna put NWO, Batista, and Sid Vicious.
I'll book my ticket to Tampa right now.
Oh man,
Huge Sid
Sid
fan.
Vicious, another WrestleMania main event with the Undertaker.
Another Undertaker
You know?
opponent. That's right.
Yeah, a lot of Taker opponents here. Ric Flair, WrestleMania opponent.
Yep.
Oh man, wish you could have had a match with Martel. Golly,
Martel
I
would have been
love that.
fun. Slaughter could have had some fun in there with. I don't know what Sid's doing there.
He's like a guy who's accidentally a wrestler. Like he just happened, you know, like he just happened to be like
Right
good
place,
at
right
it.
time.
Like, yeah, he's just not like into it, but he's like just there for the paycheck.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
definitely just a job to him.
And
hip hop.
I know that's why some. Oh man, athleticism, dude. I know Sid's
Yeah.
divisive, but come on, man.
Yeah, I love-
Everywhere, every time he showed up, it was over. He's like
Yeah.
5-time world champion between WWE and WCW.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, rubbed people the wrong way, but a freaking legend in my opinion. I guess we were wrong. I was not number 30. I thought he was as well, but
oh, I thought he was.
it's gonna be the
Oh,
Warlord.
wow.
He's number 30, if I remember correctly.
Talk about that sauce.
Stone Cold
Golly,
from
I got
behind
that hitting.
from 91
Sauce.
Royal Rumble.
Oh yeah. The rear view Stone Cold from 91 Rumble. Again, dude, there's a lot of people. This is like a rehash of 91 Rumble
Oh,
as far as the players. Oh, Ric Flair taking Hogan out of the bottom rope.
dirtiest player in the game. Yeah, you can tell they had some big plans for Warlord coming in at number 30 here, but
Yeah.
never quite panned out for that, brother.
Ooh. Suplex on the
Dang,
outside.
what a spot.
Very rare for this day and age. Yeah. Martel at Jazz Fingers. Ooh, axe handle to Piper.
Love a good double axe handle, man.
Oh, love
Don't
it.
see that enough anymore either. Sarge went for it, man.
That might be my favorite elimination of all time.
Oh, between that and Boss Man, I don't know which to pick. Elimination of the night.
Chest first. He just flew over the top. I don't know if that was supposed
You
to
th- I was about to say, you think that was supposed to happen?
No. It's just like, see ya. Oh my
Lost his grip up there.
God.
So we're down to
Oh, man.
7 or 8, looks like. Flair and Hogan in there. Got the Warlord, Piper, IRS, Sid, the Model, and the Macho Man, who
Ooh.
has technically been eliminated. And yeah, pull him out, Piper. Choke him out.
Yeah. Oh, what? Oh,
You got the old Daniel Bryan choking on the tie. Finally gets him out of
Mhm.
there.
Got him. He's gone.
Now we got some legends in there.
And Warlord.
Warlord or Barbarian? Who's your pick?
Oh, Barbarian, hands down.
Oh, yeah, all day. All day.
Warlord just, he's number 30 and he's out. Look how big he is, though.
He is unnaturally large. Oh my god.
He is huge.
He puts like
He would eat me for
Brian
lunch.
Cage to shame.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, man. What if Sid. Ooh, ooh, pushing out
Just shoved
Piper
him.
and Martel.
He shoved them on their butts. Didn't even like scoop them up. Just like push their hindies right out of there.
Dude, Martel and Sid could have been a tag team called Cotton Candy. Great. Their outfits, dude.
That's it, dude. Printing money right there. Look at this
So now we're
Final
down to
Four,
four.
though, man. Come on. Mount Rushmore.
Nope.
Maybe not
And
quite.
Macho Man's
but-
gone again.
Macho Man eliminated again, so now we're down to Sid, Hogan, and Flair. Obviously, Sid had just come in a few months ago. He was big babyface. They had plans for him to maybe take over for Hogan at some point. So, man, you could easily think either any one of these three guys could win. But, as a kid, you're probably just expecting it to be Hogan, because that's generally what happened.
Right.
Hogan must pose. Hogan gets the win here. What a
Just
shot.
threw Hogan out.
And look at the crowd stand up when Hogan gets eliminated.
Look at that.
Hogan is over. Hogan's still huge to me as a kid in '92, but as the story goes, the tide was changing here. A lot of people were cheering to see Hogan eliminated, even though it's booked to kind of be a heelish move by Sid. But here's the real heel move.
Speaking of heel, look at Hollywood Hogan out there holding Sid's arm and helping Ric Flair eliminate him. Like, that's a heel move.
Absolutely.
So Ric Flair
wins. Weird booking there, but Flair gets the victory.
Mr. NWA wins the Royal Rumble for the world title. It's just crazy to think about. It
is. I can't even describe like something that would equate to this.
All right, let's go back to rewind the clock to 2016. Imagine AJ Styles comes in number 3, just like Flair did, and he wins the Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
that was just about the closest you can get for nowadays.
Right. Yeah. Somebody you so associate with another show you would never think would show up on this one, and now they're the champ.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's about as close I can think of.
I did feel that way when AJ eventually won the title, though.
Oh.
Yeah, even though it was 6 months later, or however long it was. And Sid and Hogan getting their comeuppance here, and you could already tell. This was what we were looking at for WrestleMania. That you talked about it, that Hogan-Flair match that probably should have happened at that WrestleMania 8 instead, but it's pretty clear this is already what they had set in motion.
Oh yeah, again, Hogan is the centerpiece of the end of the show here. Hogan must pose, even though Flair won the Royal Rumble and won the title.
Hogan must complain.
Hogan's
too.
Getting his exactly.
There's old Pat
Patterson
getting knocked out.
All those old white men in suits in the ring. That's just all it is. Oh man, who's the guy on the left there with the like?
Oh, Rene Goulet.
It's like Jeff Daniels.
He got the Dumb and Dumber haircut. I think that was Jeff Daniels' inspiration.
Oh man,
absolutely, man.
Oh.
Wow. Well, what do you think, man? Does this one stand up in your book as still the greatest Rumble of all time?
Oh, yeah, I think so, man. It's just the story told. Again, we haven't had the commentary on, but the story there with, Heenan telling the story about Flair the whole time and just watching him and just be a heel and just, just win this. It's just fantastic. I think it's the best one. I really do. There have been some other ones that are really fun, too. And this one just holds up, I think still. How about you?
Absolutely, man. I agree. It was fun to watch, even with the commentary off. It's still 5 stars. Flair's performance, all the legends out there, all the little mini stories told. That moment where Flair gets everybody out and then Piper comes in with the ring to themselves. That's just incredible. Just a masterpiece of storytelling there. If you've never seen this one, I just don't even think there's anyone that's not seen this one and doesn't know how awesome it is. But if for some reason you're a younger viewer and you haven't seen it, you got to check it out. And you got to check out this promo with Flair and Perfect and Mean Gene. Mean Gene tells somebody to put their cigarette out. His legendary comments there.
Look at that title right there. It's the old Winged Eagle.
Yeah, I was saying earlier I had stories about this match. I remember one time watching, it's on that first Ric Flair DVD that came out in like 2003 or 4 or something. I loved having that DVD. And I remember driving to church youth camp in the summer, and I was one of the college counselors, me and our buddy Jay that we've talked about on the show before, and we were in a van driving down there early with some other college guys. We're getting everything set up. The van had a TV in it, and I had my Ric Flair DVD and popped it in there, and we were all just mesmerized as we were driving down watching this match. We had like 2 older guys driving the van. They hadn't watched wrestling in 20 years, but they were just just hearing the commentary, and then they would like the guy driving would like sneak back and look on there, and it was just like cracking up at Heenan and just mesmerizing. I'll never forget that, man. This match could just get anybody into it. It's that good.
Oh yeah, it really is, man. It's fantastic. It's one you show somebody. It's like, well, what's all this wrestling thing about? Let me show you this match.
Sure. Yeah.
Sit down. You got an hour and a half. Sit down for a minute. Because in this part right here, we're not listening to this either. But the whole with a tear in my eye, that's classic, man. This is, in my opinion, this is Flair's best WWF promo. I mean, he only got a year's worth of promo time there, but
sure.
This is it. All of his classic ones are WCW, NWA, Jim Crockett stuff, but this one right here is the one and only WWF one.
And dude, I love
at this point. I mean,
yeah, no, you're right. I love the Winged Eagle belt, but it just looks weird on Ric Flair, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not big gold.
Right. Yeah,
I know, it's crazy to think about. And he held it one time? This is it, right?
Twice. He held it. Lost
Twice.
it to Savage at WrestleMania.
That's right.
Won it back, and then lost it to Bret Hart.
That's right. Lost to Bret Hart as Survivor Series.
It was
SummerSlam.
It was it's like a house show.
No, it was a house show. That's right. That's
it's on
right.
Like a
house
Coliseum
show.
Video.
That's right. See, my memory. This is all spotty. Who's that guy?
We were just
that's
talking
a genius.
right before we recorded how. You just remember some of the dumbest stuff. Like I can remember exactly all the WWE title changes up to about like 2014, but I couldn't tell you what I had for dinner 2 nights ago for some reason. So we see some of these legends. Great fan sign in the crowd as this show wraps up, man. What do you think, dude? Boss Man elimination or Sergeant Slaughter elimination? Which was your favorite of the night?
Can we call it a tie? Those were two of the greatest of all time, man. I guess if I had to pick one, I don't know. I can't pick one. Gun to my head, the one I laughed harder at would be Slaughter. But the funny one,
I'll say Boss Man.
The thing that's funniest about Boss Man is that you just said about him hanging himself, and then he falls over and hangs himself. So so that was funny for the commentary. But Slaughter, I just didn't expect him to go over 100 miles an hour, but. Anyway, look how pixelated these stills are. It's awesome.
Incredible. Well, we appreciate you guys listening.
Fun.
Yeah, we want to hear your thoughts about Royal Rumble 92. Tell us your favorite parts, your favorite elimination, your favorite entrant in there. You know where to find us at Talking Taker on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. A few of you guys commented on our last episode, the ECW episode, at Watch Wrestle Pod, Watch Along Wrestling. Told us they loved the show. Spent his morning laughing at our at the press conference story about me and Big Show, our interaction, and then he shared his own Polaroid with Balls Mahoney, man, from an original ECW show. So Balls loved the photo shoots, man. He loved taking pictures with fans, obviously, and said R.I.P. Balls. And then Randy Turco, he showed off his ECW VHS collection, his ticket to, he says it was Anarchy Rules 2000. So he got to see one of the final ECW pay-per-views and his T-shirt from there, and then talked about, we both talked about, we had like an ECW enabler, he called it. We both had those in our lives. He said he had one too, and then that guy at D-Roar, he came on there and was talking about they were sharing some ECW memories. It was fun to relive that, man.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure there's so many people out there that had like an ECW hookup that would get them into it, man, because it was like a drug, dude. Sold it on somebody.
It was like punk rock, man. It was like punk. Yes. It was underground. You had to have someone to get you in. It was very I don't know, Illuminati. It's all secret. You had to have somebody to get you in, get you hooked. You're right. Yeah. But I know I mentioned that I was going to get my tapes out and put those ECW tapes, and I tried to this weekend in the garage, and my wife has stacked every box we have in the garage on top of my box of wrestling tapes. So those are going to sit down there until she decides to move on.
Come on, Jay.
I'm not going to knock everything. I'm not going to knock everything over. If I move that one box, everything will fall. So, but I did. It was Deep Impact. And 2 other ones. I forgot what the tapes were. But yeah, I remember having the tapes.
Probably.
Path of Destruction was one, Yep. And then there's another one that had all three. And I looked at the match list for those. Golly, they're so good. So good. Such good stuff, man. Yeah, it was great. But anyway, I'm sure you can watch any of those matches on the network now for $9.99 a month.
Probably has most of them on there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Adam Davies on YouTube. He watches all our shows on YouTube, and I put the wrong YouTube clip up a couple weeks ago, and he let us know about it. So I hope he's still watching them and didn't abandon us because of that. Especially because we put a Great Khali episode up, repeated that instead of our newest episode. Sorry about that.
That was the Iraqi Pete one. Yeah.
Everybody who watches on YouTube, apologize for that. And we're going to keep rolling on to The Undertaker's Last Ride. We're going to kick off a new year in our podcast as we kick off a new year and a new decade in real life. So next week, we got one more watch-along with you. 3 weeks of watch-alongs. We're going to cue it up one more time for The Undertaker's Greatest Royal Rumble of all time. And it's not quite up to this level as far as Great Royal Rumbles, but it's a fun show. Royal Rumble 2007. The Undertaker, spoiler alert, gets the victory for the first time ever in a Royal Rumble and has, I would say without a doubt, the greatest finish to a Royal Rumble of all time. And I haven't seen it in a long, long time. I am very excited to rewatch this one and kick off one of the Undertaker's greatest in-match years in memory is 2007. So it's been a rough couple of years here with the Dead Man character. There's been some high spots, but they've been few and far between. But there's a lot of good stuff to cover in 2007, and we will do that for you next Friday. Can't wait to do it, and we hope all you guys enjoy your New Year's Eve celebrations out there. Enjoy all your football watching, and go Tigers.
All right, that's right. You guys have a good
Clemson
New
Tigers,
Year. Thanks.
Not LSU Tigers.
Oh,
let me clarify that.
LSU. It's gonna be. I hope it's Clemson and LSU in the championship. It'd be great. So it'd be great. Tigers and Tigers. So anyway, you guys have a happy New Year, a safe New Year. We're looking forward to the New Year of Taker, like you said. A lot of good stuff coming up here. 2007 and 8, and just the seeds planted in 2007 Royal Rumble match for what's to come. The next 4 WrestleManias, basically. So, yeah, anyway, thanks again. And if you were at the Knickerbocker Arena there in Albany, New York on January 19th, 1992, let us know. Let us know which elimination was your favorite, the head decapitation of the Boss Man or the Bret Hart chest bump that went awry with Sergeant Slaughter. So let us know what you thought. Were you ticked off that Hogan became a heel this night but didn't really become a heel? Let us know. Anyway, if you were there, we'd love to hear from you. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in the new year. Take her easy.
There's more. El Matador, Tito Santana, the Berserker, Sergeant Slaughter, Nasty Boy Sags, Nasty Boy Dobbs, the Big Boss Man, and this ominous individual, The Undertaker.
Oh, my sacred vessel is not as full as it once was, but after the Royal Rumble, I'll have 29 fresh bodies to put into the fiery crematory. And after the 28th body has been fired, Hogan, you'll be the 29th. And then even Jack Tunney. Yes, there may even be room for you in this urn.